Thank you for joining me. Let's do Capricorn. If you're subscribed to my channel, thank you. That means you're one of my students whom I love, and my, family and friends. If you're not subscribed, I would appreciate and ask that you help me grow my channel. I feel that I am destined to do this, so chugging along. Like to get to at least 600 for next couple of weeks, but really target for right now is 1,000. So help me grow it. Thank you. Life is about making some things happen and not waiting for some things to happen. So this is about getting and taking action, okay? And taking action on whatever it is that you want and desire. You can do all the manifestations you want, but if there's no actions to it, then nothing's gonna happen. So let's start with your reading. This is Capricorn, and we have a new start is coming, new moon. So we just recently had a new moon, right, with solar eclipse recently, very powerful. I'm not an astrologer, so what I read on that was just very powerful manifestations and emotions and things that were very suppressed is what came out. So new way of living, new way of life, okay? So new start coming. Beautiful. Let me see. And then you have here mechanic. Mend what needs mending. It might be broken, but all is not lost. Consider a career as a mechanic in automotive, aerospace or repair technician. You have the ability to easily fix your finances, but a sacrifice may be needed. Okay, so possibly overspending. Can be any type of mechanic. Mechanics do very well, mechanical engineer, all that. Okay, so, and then of course it's about mending your finances. Doesn't have to be a physical mechanic. Aerospace, very interesting. So aerospace might be coming in for some of you. I have a lot of professionals, watching my channel. So take it as it resonates. Leave what doesn't. And then you're going to receive some sort of flowers or gift, okay? This might also be that there might be someone coming in that is in this field, okay? Aerospace is really what I'm sensing. Possibly an electrical engineer is what I'm also sensing. Automotive, you might also be getting a car is what I'm sort of thinking. So there might be a gift, possibly a gift as well in terms of like a bouquet or flowers, okay? I do also think that there might be a new start within a relationship that's coming, all right, with someone that does something technical or manual or more like STEMS program, okay? Or likes cars or likes vintage cars or like some sort of automotive like racing, okay, as well. It doesn't have to be that you're a mechanic, that you can be into cars like Formula One or drag racing or classic cars like that. And then high honor, somebody high honor, and or possibly you are in high honor, or this can be that you will be getting a position of higher honor, as well as like a raise, okay, or a different type of job, higher position job that might be coming. Yeah, soul contract, absolutely. There's a new beginning with a soul contract. This person might be in the STEMS industry, or might be in technology, or might be in some sort of engineering, aerospace, mechanical engineer, can be mechanic, or can like own a body shop or a mechanical shop, or be into cars, or you might, okay? This is going to be a very high honored relationship, and this is a soul contract. Yeah, it's a new beginning. I think this relationship is going to be very different from what you're used to, and I think you guys are going to do exceptionally well. this person I feel is already in your energy, okay? And I think that maybe you've started talking to someone, and so they might be it. Don't be ready to like, so just let it flow and let it, develop and let it unfold, okay? And then the gate, a barrier keeps you from your goal. So whether it be financial or whether it be you not wanting a new beginning based on maybe past experiences, make sure that you make sure that you are aware that you are not self-sabotaging, okay? Because that's going to be very important that you don't self-sabotage for this new beginning and this soul contract that is coming in for you. This is a very exciting time for you. This is for Capricorn. Please help me grow my channel. Let's try to get to 1,000. All right, and then it says the council. This is beautiful. The council is the idea that we have council members within our soul group. And when we prepare to come to earth, right, from spirit life, that there is a council of masters that guide us with our mission, because this earth life is a mission, okay? And so very interesting, I've had past life regressions and, to better, understand what my mission is and to understand certain things that has happened to me that I didn't understand. And so they have been instrumental. I have a past life regressionist who is amazing. And so, in one of my past lives, my counsel came in, and it was very interesting. I guess this is what I'm going to talk about. So what happened when I did the past life regression was that I saw, right? So you're sort of hypnotized, and hypnotism is very different. It's not like you're like quacking like birds or chickens or whatever. You're very aware of what's going on. You're very aware of your surroundings, and at any point you can come out of it, okay? So you're very aware. It's not like you're asleep, and it's not like you're in a haze or anything like that. So I have this amazing regressionist that I've gone to, and he's unbelievable. So I went to this regressionist, and one of the sessions that I had was very powerful, because in it I saw my counsel, right? And so the way that it was shown to me was that I was like in a board meeting like I used to be in school. And so I used to have my council members in front, and I was here. So I was like at a table like this, and then it was like a board meeting, and it was all my council, and they were like angelic, right? It was like heaven, okay? And it was all white, and all my council members were all white. And so nothing was said. It was just sort of telepathic. And what happened was that they were there we were there. It was a council, right? And so they were giving me my mission for this. And I remember, because I didn't expect, okay, so this is very interesting. So, and this is what the reading is about. I didn't expect I thought my mission was going to be happy, and they're going to tell me, fun stuff or whatever, and this and that. And so what the vision of the regression was that they gave me my papers, like they gave me my task, my mission, right? And in my mission, and then that was it. And I was very sad when I got the mission. So I was over here like this, like I am right now, and they were in front of me. And then they like gave me, and I was just really sad with what they gave me. And so at the end, we sort of like grouped together, and we had like informal talks, right? And una despedida, when you gather after a meeting and you sort of talk about what had happened. And so it was very interesting, because the council members came to me within this vision and the regression, right? And they just sort of like patted me, and they were just really sad. I was sad. They were sad, okay? And so I didn't understand the regression, okay? And they were like, "You can do it," and they sort of patted me, and they comforted me. So as I reflected a lot on that regression, okay, was that I've had a really, really, really hard life, and I've had a really difficult situations, like very difficult situations, like life and death situations that have been very impactful in my life. And I have also within my work have been very impactful and very emotional and very, very difficult tasks. So it goes with what the counsel is. So you are being counseled, okay? And maybe if you go to a past regressionist, you'll figure out what your counsel is, okay? And if you'll notice, this person is like reflecting, okay? And there's also like tears. It's not a tear, but like very in contemplative, very somber, very quiet mode. Okay, so usually, you know, for this mission, especially if you elevate and especially if you've gone up and you've awakened, it's a very difficult mission which you're here in Earth to do. So this is your counsel, and it looks like you're right on target. Let me, it's 11, so it's in full alignment. Let me take a little bit more time with this because this is important, okay? And the reason that I sort of state what I've gone through is, you know, because it's important and I think it's pertinent. And so this is also standstill. So lots of meditation, right? Possibly past life regression would help you meditate and then tap into your counsel and your masters, okay? You know, I think they're called masters, I'm not sure. And then so in reflection, and then there might have been some sort of sacrifice that you have had to do within the course of your lifetime to create some sort of stability and leveling up. And so you have here the council are the luminous beings who hold the collective wisdom of humanity. They are the ones before whom you will do your life review. What did I tell you? When you cross into the world of spirit. A life review is when we place our good and our bad deeds in our divine scale and attempt to explain why we did not love or forgive or dare as greatly as we might have. Know that their wisdom is available to you at all times when you live in this state of yes in an unconditional relationship with life. They remind you of your place around a sacred fire, which has been reserved for you since the beginning of time. You will claim it when you own your own inner wisdom. The invitation, the council has a message for you. Listen with what inner sense. The handwriting is already on the wall, so look about you and you will discern its meaning. Do not wait for further signs. Embark on the journey to love deeply, forgive sincerely, and dare greatly. Take a leap without requiring life to assure you of success. You are never alone. Turn to the council to find the guidance you seek and listen to the voice that arises spontaneously. Turn the deaf ear to the nagging voice from your ego that tells you that you are not up for the task before you. Create a spiritual feast for the council. Invite them to your altar every time you meditate and pray. Absolutely beautiful. And this goes with the meditation and the sacrifice. We are in the Saman, is what I think it's called, okay, Christmas Eve. Not Christmas Eve, Hallows Eve. And so it's really important because that's when it's the thinnest of the veils. We also have in Hispanic culture, at least in Mexican culture, El Día de los Muertos. So this is a very important time to tap into your counsel. Your counsel is always with you. They're the divine masters of your life, okay? And they are the masters. They are your I don't know what they're called. Like, if you know what how they call them, will you put them down in the comments below? But there's something masters. So I don't know what masters, and so they are. It was that regression that I did was so powerful, and I didn't understand it, and I thought it was all very confusing and didn't understand it, but I have grown to understand it. And so a review of life is at the end when you're done with this life, right? And when you're done with this life and you go on to, when you're past and you transition to the earthly realms. And so at that moment, when people are almost going to die or where they have a near-death experience and they see their life flash before their eyes, they say that the final council and the council review is like that. I had a review that I saw before coming. So obviously I was given my task, and I have gone through so horrendous things and really, really very deep, profound wounds that have just been horrendous, okay? And so now I understand what what happened when I first came with the council. So as you transition to your next life, as you transition from this life to the next, you're going to have a review, and the review is judgment, right? So what is it that you did? What did you help people? Were you in loving kindness? Were you able to forgive people that hurt you so deeply? And so that is when it is. And based on your review is whether you passed or not, right? And that's why this is so trying, and that's important because I am a teacher. And so part of what I tell my students is that nothing happens if you fail, right? You just have to repeat your life. And for life, it's the same thing. Nothing happens. You're just going to have to repeat it again in another lifetime. If you did not understand what your purpose was in this lifetime, then you're going to have to repeat it. So it's important to listen, and it's important to be understanding and grow and evolve and awake. And if you will see my Instagram, the Instagram today was to be able to listen and not hear. And then there was another one, your fortune cookie, that it says, life is about making some things happen, not waiting for something to happen. So that's exactly what the council message is. Be bold in your life and be bold in your journey, okay? Because don't waste this time. Don't waste this lifetime. If nothing happens and you don't achieve your lessons and you don't master them, then you're only going to repeat them. But I know that I do not want to repeat another lifetime like this. I want it to be at a higher level, and I want to be able to master what I needed to master in this lifetime and get it right in this lifetime. So next lifetime, I will be higher ascended. Okay? So that is a very, very, very powerful oracle read. It was very interesting because I wasn't planning on doing oracle reads anymore. But somehow I just said, this is me and this is what I'm going to do. And if people like it, fine. And if people don't, then there's other readers that they can find. But I'm destined to do a full spread of tarot, and I'm guided and destined to do a full spread of oracles. And I know other readers just do a Celtic, or they do just past, present, and future, or they just do some of the cards. I don't at least for me, I feel that I'm guided to do all the deck. I think it's a more extensive read. I think it's a more in-depth read, because it's all the full deck. There it is. Okay, so everybody has it different, and so I'm hoping that my style fits the people out there that likes it, and hopefully I will find the people that I am destined to read for. So if you're here, thank you so much for joining me, and it's definitely a very, very, very powerful, very profound oracle read. So there might be some trips or traveling, okay, that you're going to be taking. If that's not the case, possibly some communication that's coming in, so get ready. But I think they're trips. So yeah, looking into the future for something. Some of you might be in school. Some of you might also be like getting a license or a degree of some sort, or some sort of license or diploma, okay? And you're looking into the future. This is about your progression. So you're probably leveling up, okay, with what you're doing. And this path is a completely new path that you're on in both like spiritual as well as finances, as career, and as well as relationships. So congratulations. Things are really going to be incredible. There is a judgment call. There will be some karma that's playing out. This is also a judgment call, a judgment to service possibly. You're also getting a lot of downloads from spirit, okay, that's telling you, and that is erasing and eliminating any type of confusion that you have had in the past, all right? Maybe there was some sort of truth that came through, or some sort of communication that came through, having to do with some love offer, or possibly like an apology or love offer that you were waiting for, but I don't think it went well, okay? And I think you weren't happy with it, and nonetheless, you're moving forward. You might be dealing with a water sign, or you might be dealing with a Leo or Sagittarius, okay? It doesn't have to be, or that can be in your chart. There might be someone that might be coming back, someone that's either very depressed, has a lot of anxiety, can't sleep over you, or someone that created these emotions emotions for you that left you out in the cold, feeling anxious, alone, not being able to sleep well because there was no clarity in the relationship and what it was. And it looks like there was a lot of options and a lot of confusion in it. You had to create some boundaries that which you did not have. And I think you're celibate at this time. And I think you're not moving forward in any way. Okay. And you're looking into the future. There's huge progression coming in precisely because you have taken action. With this, you're taking action. With this, you're taking action. With this, you're taking action in this. So there's also huge travel that you're doing. Okay. Like the future is looking very, very beautiful for you. You're no longer waiting for somebody to give to you, or you're no longer putting in time and effort to someone or something or anything else that does not give back to you and doesn't have any type of reciprocity or the type of reciprocity that you were wanting. It wasn't moving forward, possibly with a Cancer, and there was an offer that possibly was not taken, and so you retracted your love and your kindness, and you were no longer investing in this, and you're only investing to your endeavors and to what makes you happy. You're releasing this mental state of being imprisoned and thinking about whatever it is that didn't go right or whatever happiness it is that you didn't have. You're leaving that behind, and you're very much healing after a no-win situation and after feeling depleted emotionally and financially, okay? And very much heartbroken. This is very heartbreaking healing that you're doing because you were very heartbroken by somebody. They were very manipulative. This was very karmic. This was an ending of a cycle that you're moving forward into it, okay? There was also some karma that played out. All right, this person might have been in and out. They might have been just physically in and out, and there was no victory to them. They might have been a fire sign, so Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries, okay? But you're trying to heal yourself, and you're trying to come into union with self. And what that's going to happen with the self-love is that it's going to bring in a very divine, okay, counterpart that is destined for you and that is a complete soulmate. This is beautiful. That's really going to heal, and they're going to be very much stable, all right? Be mindful because, you might not think that this is your wish fulfillment, and you might reject it, and you might feel that they are not stable, but it looks like they are. This is going to create a lot of stability and finances for you, okay? There is some sort of deceit that is going on possibly with this past person, okay? Or sort of indecision, all right? Or somebody after like being sketched or having a huge betrayal that they're ghosted, okay? Yes, there was a lot of indecision. This can also be a lot of indecision within a work or a job, okay? There was some truth that came out, all right, about some lies or deception, possibly about somebody that was very unemotional. All right. This can also mean within the relationship that this person was using or was manipulating. There was some non-truths there, and I think you found out. I think there was somebody very much in their ego. This is also you taming the ego and you being very stable. Okay. You're really working on your stability, and you're not allowing for your, vices, or if somebody was drinking or not happy, to not make you stable. You are going from the pre-empress to complete like generational wealth. It's absolutely beautiful. You're balancing things out, okay? And you're rejecting anything that is not truthful and that is not like las cartas sobre la mesa, like the cards on the table. And it looks like you're, opening up for lots of, happiness and friendships, okay? You're giving yourself self-love. You've put an ending to barriers and cheating and deception and dropping everything that you feel that you've been regretful for or about, or anything that has weighed heavily on you, okay? You're no longer going to be fighting for any type of position, any type of, compromiso, higher level of commitment that you've been wanting. If they want to give it to you, fine. If not, not. This is also, you might be giving up some sort of work where there's like a lot of competition, where there isn't truth, where you're not feeling well, and so you're leaving that behind, and you have no problems with that, okay? You see things in a very different perspective, and you don't want to be stuck anymore, and you're severing anything that is not truthful, that is not just, and that is not balanced, okay? You're very solid right now and very stable. All right. There was some betrayal, of course, in the past, or there will be coming in, because this is future. This is current and future. So there might be some betrayal. Somebody that might be coming in and out that you're happy with, but they will betray you, or that's all they're coming in for. They're only coming in for intimacy. All right. That's it. No stability in any way. But since they see you stable and they see you happy, they're wanting to come back in. But they're very, very immature, and they have no sense, and they're going to do it to you again. So be mindful of what you're going to be getting into. You are not taking this new beginning with this past person, okay, or this past soulmate. Remember what I tell you? I don't believe in twin flames. I do believe in soulmates. Twin flames, because we're whole. We shouldn't be looking for our other half. We are our other half, and it is about creating wholeness within self, not creating wholeness with someone else. That doesn't make any sense. Just think about it. But we do have significant soulmates that decide and have free will. Maybe we were supposed to be with them, maybe we weren't. Whatever it is, it panned out, and it rolled out and unfolded the way it did for this lifetime. And so that means you need to roll with the punches. And so if they've decided otherwise, that they don't want to be with you, but that was the original, deal, then don't hang on to it. Then move along. There's going to be other soulmates that are going to be for you. So you will not be taking a new beginning with this soulmate that betrayed you in the past, and you're looking for justice, reciprocity, and equal give and take within a relationship, and you're going to get that. You're also going to get karmic justice for whatever it is that happened in the past, okay? You're going to be very quiet, and you're going to go very much inward, okay? And whatever truth was not spoken, okay, and was not revealed will be revealed to you, all right? It's a beautiful read. Yeah, you're walking away from people that are not willing to work, that have toxicity. You're walking away from all that. Beautiful. And you're going into full love, okay? Yeah, you're ending everything that is not stable, that is not toxic, everything that doesn't want to work with you. You're ending that, and you're going into a hugely prosperous, just, loving relationship. Love and light.